After years of being ignored, I finally spoke up at my sister's funeral. My parents wanted comfort, but I couldn't fake love. I never received. Now they call me heartless. But was I wrong to be honest? My 16-year-old sister died a month ago. We weren't close because of our parents and how they favored her and turned her into someone unlikable. My maternal grandparents, who took me in a year ago, because my parents were straight up ignoring my existence at that point, told me I am 18, had to go to the funeral, one, because she's my sister, and two, because I needed to support my parents in their grief. I went reluctantly and mostly out of respect for my grandparents, because they did take me in and got me away from my parents' house. When we got there, my parents were acting so different toward me. They had stopped paying any attention to me when I was 7 or 8 years old. And a year ago, they told me they were disgusted by me and ashamed to call me their son because I wouldn't give my sister the love and attention she deserved. So the attention from them was not pleasant and had been completely unexpected. There was a mini fight before the service because I refused to sit with them. My grandparents attempted to push me into it, but I ignored them. Once the service was over, my parents were trying to cling on to me and hug me, and I haven't been hugged by them in 10 or more years. It frustrated me, and I told them to stop and tried to shake them off. My grandparents were telling me to calm down, and my parents said they needed me and we all needed to grieve my sister together. I told them I wasn't a band-aid for their grief now that she's gone, and I said they didn't get to slot me into the wanted child place just because their favorite child is dead. I told them I never should have come, and I didn't want their insincere behavior. My grandparents lost there with me and kicked me out for saying what I did. My paternal grandparents, who live in another state, offered to let me move in with them. So I made my way to them. I hadn't graduated yet, but that got up in the process. So I'm not finishing high school like I was supposed to. But I did get closer to grandparents who not only saw how badly I had been treated before, but spoke up and were pushed out for saying anything to my parents. There have been lots of calls and texts from my maternal grandparents, so I had to block them. Like I had my parents when I first moved in with them. But they want me to be ashamed of my words at the funeral, and want me to apologize and make peace and forgive my parents and make up for my evil ways. Their way to describe it at the funeral. My paternal grandparents said my maternal ones always coddled and babied Mom, and it was no surprise they do it even now. But Aita, for what I